Ben Henry, one of the owners here at Desmosport Ducati, and of course Cube Performance Racing. So this is where the magic happens.
Something like that, yeah. Look, it's a day-to-day commercial workshop, but it started out as a race team, and then the commercial side of it came afterwards. It was just more of a necessity than something that was really planned. But anyway, here we are, and it's going along pretty well, and it's nice to have, you know, a nice home for the race bikes, and yeah, it's good.
The last time we were racing, obviously we were at Darwin. Oli had a magnificent weekend. Mike had a great weekend too, unfortunately. Ended early for him. What are your sort of predictions for your two bikes, if the season kicks off again?
I think they'll pick up where they left off. I always expect those two boys to be in the top couple. I think Oli is getting much stronger. His learn rate is so fast. I reckon he will definitely be in the top three. Don't want to be disrespectful and say they're going to smoke them, but I think they're a good chance to have some good results.
I think a few people were surprised that Oli got that win at Darwin. Were you surprised at how quickly that happened?
Yes, I was surprised how quickly he got to the front and won, but once we got to Darwin and he got down to business so quick, no, I actually wasn't surprised. I thought he was going to win the race before. Once I saw how quick he got down to business and his lap time, considering he'd only ridden a 300 there, I was like, he's definitely on for the win here, for sure. And I predicted it, and I did say it out loud, and thank God.
It's on record.
Yeah, I know, thank God he didn't let me down.
Maxwell's going to chase him all the way to the line, but it's Oli Bayliss. The teenager has done it, and he wins his first race in the Australian Superbike Championship. What scenes!
Oli Bayliss, nice to see you. It's been a few weeks since we last saw you at Darwin. How were the celebrations after that weekend? Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, it was good. I said in one of the interviews that Mum was going to go home and cook a good dinner, and she did exactly that. The team and I had a great dinner back at the hotel where we were staying in Darwin, just to finish things off and top off the Darwin weekend.
Have you been able to focus a little bit more on school since you've had a bit of time off racing?
I mean, I'm pretty lucky. The school that I go to, I don't really have to focus that much, and it gives.
I'm sure the teachers want to hear that.
It lets me focus more on my riding and stuff. So, but no, it's good. Almost done year 12 this year, and yeah, keen to go full-time training.
After Darwin, were you surprised at being able to have that success so early in the season, or was that something that you had a goal set for you?
It didn't blow me away what happened at Darwin, but we knew that we could be pretty fast there, because on the 300 we were pretty fast there, and I was fit going into it, and we'd done a lot of riding on the Ducati before then. So going into the Darwin round, we were pretty confident. We didn't really expect to win. We had a feeling we'd be able to run with the front guys, and we did that and a bit more.
And a big one down at turn 6.
Yep, that's Mike Jones, unfortunately on board bike number 46, down.
It looked like he was just checking out his left hand on the way out.
Mike Jones, really nice to see you. It's been a few weeks since we saw you last at Darwin. I firstly just want to know, how is your body?
Yeah, look, it's been a while. Fortunately, it's good for me because it's given me some time to recover. Everything's pretty good. I mean, I just had a bit of an injury to my pinky finger on my left hand, which got caught underneath the handlebar. Just lost a little bit off the end, and it's just taken a nail off, so there's one less thing for me to cut there, which is good. Yeah, and then one of my toes broke and dislocated that, and that's come along okay. It's not too bad. It's just a bit funny, but it's not the same as it was, but it works, so it's all good.
It's not affecting your day-to-day life too much. How do you see the first part of the season playing out for you? I mean, so can you give us a bit of a mid-year scorecard if you like?
Obviously, up until Darwin, everything was tracking along really well. We're in a good position, and ultimately for myself and the Desmosport Ducati team, where we were making progress with the setting of the bike. I think I was, whilst I was running in the third position usually, we were losing quite a bit of time to both Troy and Wayne, and me, it was just about finding the right setting for me to make me comfortable on the bike. So when we came to Darwin, I was really excited and looking forward to that. Obviously then it was a shame to crash out during qualifying and therefore score 0 points through the weekend. So in terms of the rest of the season, it's a little bit unknown as to if we will go racing again, and if we do, how much more races we'll get in. So obviously the less races, the harder it is, less points, less chance you've got to claw back points. So.
What's the difference for you being team owner and sort of being in charge of everyone and watching it all unfold as opposed to when you were racing yourself?
Oh geez, I nearly can't remember back that far. It's a whole different game now. particularly now we have some supporters, some good people, particularly Ducati. You're much more responsible to get a result, whereas when you're a privateer, you're having a good time. It's not the same. So that's probably the difference. The volume of people that are in the team and all the different things that are going everywhere, trying to tie it all together and time it so it all comes together and works at the right time. I reckon that's probably, I guess that's the difference, that's the key maybe.
The future for Oli Bayliss, do we know what's going to happen next year?
We don't know yet. There's a bit going around on Facebook that I wish I knew where they got that information from, because I didn't know that. But I don't know, we'll just have to see.
Is that a conversation that's happening at the moment, or
Yeah.
is that something that's going to develop as the year goes on?
A bit of both. We're talking about it, and we're just seeing what happens for the rest of this year.
If we sort of take this year out and we look to the future, 2022 and beyond, do you see yourself being able to grab another championship?
Absolutely. I believe I'm in a position now where I'm happy and comfortable with this bike, and like I said, whilst the results have sort of been okay, I haven't really felt at home on the bike, and I think now that I certainly am. So I really feel now that we're in a good position to challenge for a championship, and honestly believe if the 2022 goes ahead in its entirety, then we'll be challengers for sure.
Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate your time, and we hope that you can get back on the bike in racing before this year's out.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm really excited and looking forward to going racing again.